From KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
We're keeping an eye to the sky with more rain in the forecast this weekend. We'll check in with meteorologist Mia Montgomery in a moment. But first, RJ, there's a big road closure people need to know about.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's another round of closures, Tiffany, out on the far northwest side. And of course, if you've been out there, you've been dealing with this for weeks up to months. So let's show you exactly what all of our folks are going to be looking out there. So basically, you kind of know the drill already. 1604 east and westbound, that will be shut down from La Cantera Parkway all the way now to Lock Hill Selma. And if you're going on I-10 West, that will be shut down from UTSA Boulevard up to La Cantera Parkway. Now, a little bit of good news is I-10 East, that will actually stay open. So for all of our folks coming down from the Six Flags area, from the Rim area, from Bernie area, you will be able to get through I-10 East. So that's some good news there. But this is not the only closure we're going to see for our drivers on the far northwest side. There will be a daily closure. This is just one lane though, starting tomorrow early 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. So basically all day Saturday, one right lane from Babcock to Bandera Road will be closed. Now the eastbound lanes, that's going to be okay. Again, one right lane there on the westbound side of 1604. Once again, Babcock to Bandera Road. So there's just a lot going on in terms of traffic and construction. We have some drone video that we got out there a couple of weeks ago here, and this was taking a look at some of the work that they're doing out there, especially the Blanco area, also the Babcock area as well. So again, they are installing these massive beams for some of the flyover ramps there for the 1604 I-10 interchange. And hopefully, we are hoping that it will clear up all the congestion there pretty soon. This is the second ramp that's going to be going over in that area. But guys, it is very busy out there. And of course, we're going to have more information on all this on KSAT.com.
And let's take a look outside. 76. It's very icky out there, Mia.
It is so icky. Yeah, the second you step outdoors, you are just greeted in the face with all of that humidity, very thick moisture that we have in place. And that's what's been contributing to scenes like that throughout the morning. In fact, starting to get a little bit better now, though, as we head into the early portions of this afternoon. We did see some fog as well as plenty of drizzle and mist out there for the Friday morning drive. Let's take a look at those current visibility values in and around the San Antonio area. Still down to just a mile on the north side of Bexar County in San Antonio near the airport, but believe it or not, that is a lot better than what we were registering earlier this morning. Still some hindered visibilities for places like New Braunfels, Bernie, and San Marcos, but those numbers have been starting to creep back up. So I do anticipate those improving even more so over the next several hours. But as Tiffany mentioned, we're in the mid 70s right now here in the Alamo City, 76 degrees in San Antonio, same over in New Braunfels, 72 in Bernie, but Pleasanton 10 degrees warmer, checking in at 82 this lunchtime hour. You can see those relative humidity values very, very elevated. So we are expecting the cloud cover to stick around into the early afternoon, maybe a few peaks of sunshine later on today, high temperatures in the low to mid 80s, very dependent on if we do see any breaks and an isolated chance for a few showers to maybe a stray storm. Looking ahead to the upcoming weekend, damp mornings, humidity continues, but now we also will need to monitor for the potential to see a few storms develop in West Texas and see if they can drift into parts of our area by tomorrow morning and even more so by early Sunday. And then after that, focus turns to the thermometer, warming things up next week, 90s in the forecast. We're going to break it all down for you coming up in just a few, guys.
Thank you, Mia. New this noon, the Department of Justice is expected to indict Democrat Henry Cuellar, the U.S. representative for Texas' 28th congressional district. All this according to NBC News, CNN, and Fox News, all citing unnamed sources.
And we're still not sure what this is all about. We're still efforting details on that. But you may recall that back in 2022, his home was raided as part of a federal investigation relating to Azerbaijan and business people connected to that country. There were no arrests or charges immediately following that raid.
Cuellar did release a statement today. In an email, his office said it was in regards to, quote, recent news, end quote. The statement says in part, quote, I want to be clear that both my wife and I are innocent of these allegations. Everything I have done in Congress has been to serve the people of South Texas, end quote. Cuellar did not specify what the allegations are. And new at noon, 3 men have now been arrested after Bexar County deputies say they conspired with 3 other suspects in a car theft ring. Deputies say the whole thing operated out of a Northside shop. George Santibanez, Miguel Santibanez, and Ethan Soto are each charged with engaging in organized crime. Now, Miguel is also charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle, and Soto is also charged with theft of a vehicle. BCSO accuses the group of stealing vehicles, removing their engines, and installing them in other cars, which were later sold. According to arrest paperwork, deputies think more people may have been involved in the operation as well.
And San Antonio police looking for a suspect they say shot 2 people at an apartment complex late last night. So this happened around 11 p.m. in the 7900 block of Pipers Creek. Police say that a woman and a man were leaving the apartments when another man they knew started firing shots into their vehicle. SAPD says the male victim was shot several times and taken to the hospital in critical condition. The woman was also shot. Police say the suspect got away and has not been found. And it's election day tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And it's an important one here. Voters will be able to elect city leaders, school board trustees, and decide the fates of municipal and school district bond proposals. So early voting ended on Tuesday, and more than 15,000 people cast their vote before election day tomorrow.
And if you need a ride to the voting locations, VIA is here to help for free. Passengers need to show their voter registration card to the bus driver to get a free ride to the polling place of your choice. Now, polls will be open from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. You can learn more about Election Day and VIA's Ride to Vote initiative by heading to our website, KSAT.com.
All right, we all know that this is Military City, USA, and thanks to the generosity and support of our city, 20 veteran men and women, you see some of these folks right here, got the trip of a lifetime, Tiffany. They were flown this morning to Washington, D.C. to visit national memorials dedicated to their service.
And this is the 18th trip for the nonprofit Honor Flight San Antonio. Sarah Costa visited with those veterans before they took off this morning from the San Antonio International Airport.
Because they're the only ones that understand what you've been through.
For U.S. Army veteran Jesse Davalos, this trip to visit the memorials built in honor of military men and women's service will be an emotional one, especially alongside his veteran brothers and sisters.
Nobody else really cares. Nobody else really knows. And you can't beat this bunch of guys.
The memories made on this trip to Washington, D.C. are all thanks to the nonprofit Honor Flight San Antonio that flies veterans to see memorials built for their service. This will be the 18th flight for the nonprofit. On today's trip, there are 20 veterans with more than 20 years of distinguished service and substantial military decorations from 1953 to 2003. Twins Darlene Wallace and Irene Battle joined the U.S. Air Force together and now seeing the memorials with each other. They say they are grateful for all the love and support from San Antonio.
Both really appreciate and love the community in San Antonio and the recognition of the military. It is Military City, USA.
U.S. Air Force and Vietnam veteran Steve Monette says the welcome and appreciation he has gotten at the airport today is overwhelming because it was a different story when he came back from Vietnam.
Fellow Vietnam veterans didn't get that when we came home. It was, almost take your uniform off. Don't go through the airport in your uniform. And so we kind of snuck around. I can't go by someone and they're thanking me for my service.
The group will visit several memorials from today to Sunday. When they touch back down at the runway here at the San Antonio International Airport, they'll be received with a water cannon salute. And you can follow their journey throughout this weekend. Just head to the Facebook group page, Honor Flight San Antonio. From the San Antonio International Airport, I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
And we thank those women and men for their service. Well, coming up, some local track stars going for the gold. We'll recap some of the action from the state track and field championships up the road in Austin.
And as technology advances, cyber attacks continue to grow. And for businesses, it's important to add cybersecurity strategies. So coming up, how a cybersecurity council is supporting San Antonio businesses with resources and tools. Welcome back. Cybercrime is always evolving and protecting your business can be confusing, but a group of San Antonio cybersecurity experts are working together to help businesses protect themselves. This noon, we take a look at how the group helps businesses strengthen their cybersecurity. How important is cybersecurity for San Antonio?
I think cybersecurity is the future of San Antonio.
Jeff Fair says San Antonio is the second largest cyber hub in the U.S.
Cybersecurity in San Antonio has grown.
Greater SATX, a private public nonprofit dedicated to growing quality, high-wage jobs in the San Antonio area, says in the private sector, there are about 100 operational cybersecurity companies in the San Antonio and New Braunfels area. Fair is the Vice President of Economic Development at the Greater San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. He is also part of the Cybersecurity Council that was formed in 2012.
We used to have an IT council, but we knew things were changing, decided to focus on cybersecurity.
Every month, the Cybersecurity Council meets.
There is a ton of free classes, free cyber this, free cyber that, but a small business owner doesn't even know where to start, nor do they have time.
The Cybersecurity Council focuses on the development of the local cybersecurity industry and provides support to local businesses.
We're trying to provide, here's the basics of, here's what you need to do, here's all the places you can go, but we've reviewed this, and we know it's quality. So if you're gonna spend an hour of your time with your team, go here.
The Cybersecurity Council helps make businesses safer from online dangers. On the Greater San Antonio Chamber of Commerce website, they offer different tips on how to protect your network and shows you where to go for more resources.
We also have a ton of small businesses in town that just need to start the basics, know what they have on their network, begin some cybersecurity awareness training. And we are doing a lot of outreach to those small businesses across town so they can become a little more resilient.
Now, the Cybersecurity Council also focuses on cybersecurity workforce development, marketing San Antonio's cybersecurity, and advocacy for the industry. You can find out more information on KSAT.com.
Yeah, that is a very interesting organization there. As we take a look at live cam right now, and you know what, you guys said it off the top, a bit of ickiness out there.
That's the word of the day.
What other way can we
an
describe
official
it?
term today, just icky whenever you do step outside. Yeah, exactly. And we still do have a little bit of drizzle and mist falling, especially where we just looked, 281 on the north side near the airport. It hasn't amounted to too much rain, what we've seen over the past couple of days. Unfortunately, here in the Alamo City, we definitely could use more. A look at the aquifer level for this Friday, no change, still at 639.2, but molds have jumped because of that overall dampness. Now in the high category, 7,000 at 650. So yes, we may need to monitor for a few storms at times this weekend. We'll tell you exactly when after this.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes, well, tomorrow is, of course, what is known as Star Wars Day, May the 4th.
Yes, and our friends over there on SA Live, they're ready.
Oh, y'all got some lightsabers already.
We are ready.
That's right. Not only are we ready, we've been training for this all year long. Oh, yes. And what was that? What was that, R2? What was that?
That is awesome.
Are you guys Star Wars fans? Do you have a favorite quote?
I'm a little bit of a Star Wars fan. Obviously, I'll go with the easy one. I'll do Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father.
That's a good one. That was great, RJ. What about you, Tiffany?
Well, we kind of Googled it before because I really didn't know all the quotes. But I did like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's a classic, the opening crawl of the movies.
Yes, don't worry, I'm with you too. I think we Googled some things. You're not alone.
Yes, so in today's show, we're going to have you play along maybe with some trivia for you folks there at home. So you're going to want to be listening up. So scan that QR code. Let us know your favorite Star Wars quote or take a picture and show off your Star Wars swag.
Anything else to say? Oh!
Wow, all right. R2-D2 is very talkative this morning. He's taking the role of Mike this morning.
Really? Yeah, I think
yes,
so.
R2-D2's got a lot to say. Can't wait. Real good. You know, I think that's the Star Wars Society that they're with. They were at the King William Parade.
Oh, yes.
They are obviously huge Star Wars people.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people in San Antonio that love Star Wars.
Yes.
Yep. Tomorrow's always an exciting day.
Will the Force be with us in weather?
Depending on what exactly you want. I'll tell you what will be with us, the humidity. That is going to be a big theme of the upcoming weekend, as it has been over the past several days here in San Antonio. Take a look at this KSAT Connect photo that was sent in from Yvonne earlier this morning. Where's the Tower of Americas? It's within all of that fog and the low-level cloud cover that we saw this morning. So yes, a very drizzly, misty start to the day. It was enough in spots to make for some damp areas on the roadways. You'll need your windshield wipers a little bit here and there. In terms of notable rain, we just have a few very, very light showers, maybe just some pockets of drizzle. One just north of Cuero, that's going to be moving into southern Gonzales County here very shortly. Another little pocket of a few sprinkles just east of Highway 87, east of Lavernia, Stockdale. That's going to be moving farther up to the north as well. We're going to call it about a 20 to potentially even 30% chance at best for a few showers to maybe a stray storm to pop up later on this afternoon before eyes turn off to the northwest to see if we can't find a few storms try and limp into our area later on tonight and through the overnight. So let's talk about that setup. You can see more of the healthier, widespread rain across the Lone Star State, East Texas near Houston, Beaumont, very similar to what we saw 24 hours ago. A disturbance is moving away from the state of Texas. There's a high pressure system off to our south in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So that means for us here at home, our winds are coming in out of the southwest. So additional pieces of upper level energy are pushing across the state. At the same time, here at the surface, we still have this dry line out in West Texas. That is expected to spark up some strong to maybe even severe thunderstorms later on today. You can see the latest from the Storm Prediction Center, a 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather, kind of sandwiched between San Angelo and Lubbock. For us here at home, for the most part, it's just a 1 to even 2 out of 5 risk with the higher chances up into the hill country. And this is the reason why. This isn't going to be perfect here on your futurecast, but notice by 7 p.m., well off to our northwest near Junction, San Angelo, a cluster of strong storms is expected to develop, and we're going to need to monitor exactly where this tracks as we head into late tonight and through the overnight, and how long it can survive. As it approaches the I-35 corridor, we could catch the tail end of some of that strong storm activity, move into places like Fredericksburg, Kerrville, Rock Springs. So just keep your KSAT weather app handy and know that we'll be monitoring that for you. Once again, another damp start to the day expected tomorrow with some fog and drizzle. Just an isolated chance for a stray shower or storm into our Saturday, but another cluster of activity is expected to develop late Saturday night. We'll need to monitor if that can move into parts of our area by Sunday morning. So this is the latest in terms of your rain chances. Overall, just know that we'll definitely be keeping you updated. Wouldn't hurt to keep the umbrella in the car just to be on the safe side for any weekend plans. Right now, some of us still needing the rain gear. It is a little misty, 77, a dew point of 74. Check out this temperature gradient though. Already 88 in Del Rio out west where we've seen a little bit more sunshine. Temperatures are going to be highly dependent on where we see a few breaks in the clouds this afternoon. Right now, low 80s expected in San Antonio. It will be warmer the farther west that you go, and it will be cooler the farther east that you go with that cloud cover hanging on. Notice on your extended forecast next week, 90s are in the forecast. We're going to detail that setup and why we're expected to see that quick warm up coming up later on in the newscast, guys.
The heat is back.
Yeah, not ready for that at all. Hey, but maybe ready for this. It is time to eat again. Ezekiel Elliott is back with the Cowboys, reuniting with his boy right there, Dak Prescott. We'll show you how Zeke is getting back into the fold in Dallas. And it was an action-packed day at the Track and Field Championships in Austin. We'll show you how one San Antonio star, you see her right there, did coming up next in sports. Welcome back. Well, it is the NFL offseason, which means the Dallas Cowboys, you see right here, are hanging out in the community. And this week, they were out at the Reliant Home Run Derby, benefiting the Salvation Army of North Texas. 10 members of the Cowboys took their cuts in Frisco, including quarterback Dak Prescott. We saw him right there. And the recently added Ezekiel Elliott. Look at my man taking a swing there. The boys raised more than $104,000. And the media also took part in the Home Run Derby, raising more than $30,000. All of this will go to 23 North Texas nonprofits. That's good news there. Zeke and Dak, yes, they are reunited as teammates once again after a year apart following Elliott's short stint with the New England Patriots, and both say that they are happy to be back together.
Obviously, me and Dak are close, so he wants me to come back, but he wasn't too pushy or disrespecting my decision. But I definitely felt the love.
Yeah, super excited. Just obviously knowing our history, my experience with him as a brother, but in this case as a teammate, understanding what he brings to the team, just the locker room alone, the culture he sets, a guy that does everything the right way, from the locker room to the field. Is a great guy that with us having a young team, bring guys in, people can follow and watch. Excited for him to be back. Know the threat that he's going to provide. Big time playmaker, and obviously I'm excited.
All right, missed hearing Zeke's voice there. Well, get this, Cowboys punter Brian Anger actually won the home run derby with 17 dingers. Yes, the punter. Dak's girlfriend, Sarah Jane Ramos, and their 9-week-old daughter, Margaret Jane Rose, were there to support their guy. Good to see Dak with the family there. Well, it's been muggy, definitely down here, and that was also the case up the road in Austin for the UIL Class 3A and 4A track and field state finals. Our Nick Mantis was there at the meet to get all the action from our local runners, and he tells us about Taylor Nunez once again dominating the races that she was in.
Yeah, guys, for the past 3 years now, Taylor Nunez has walked into Mike A. Myers Stadium, put her cleats on, and made this her house. With the state capitol in the background, Taylor started the day with a win in the long jump. Then she took off for a win in the 100, setting a new 3A record with a time of 11:46, and then backed that up with a win in the 200. Her teammate Sophia Bendet set a new 3A record in the 800 and then beat the mile record by almost 10 seconds. The two finished up with the 4x400 relay with teammates Jalea Smith and Ariella Millian to set a new 3A record of 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
The 100, the 200, the long jump, that's that. But just knowing that I can accomplish something with my teammates, it means everything to me because I'm getting a little emotional. I know that it means a lot to them as well, to come out here and be on the big stage, and to help them get a gold medal means everything to me.
Really, all glory to God and my teammates. I really couldn't have done it without any of them. It takes some time to sink in. I think it's just unbelievable. I think when I'm in the meet, I get kind of caught up with how my teammates are doing, and I really just want the best for them. So it'll probably take a few days to sink in, but I'm just overall really happy with how this meet went.
My family is here. My sister hasn't seen me run yet, and it makes me feel so happy that she could be a part of this and see that all the things I've done and worked for, and I just feel like everyone as a team, we work so hard, and we're all just a big family.
We knew we had it in us, and we just keep practicing and more meets to finally get us there, and as we can see, the hard work paid off.
So it took a full team effort for the Rohawks as they had another fun day here at the state meet. Guys, back to you.
That was an emotional interview for one of them, but it's a great moment for them.
Absolutely, yeah. They're amazing, amazing ladies, awesome athletes, but you see their bond together, and that is pretty cool. And you mentioned being able to run with the skyline in the background. That was a cool shot there.
That is a cool shot. Now I have to go visit that area.
Go check out the track and field championships. Nick doing a great job covering that out there for us.
Yes, time now, 12:29, 77 degrees. A coffee shop is brewing up more than just caffeinated drinks, how it's serving as a place where people can find common ground and fellowship, even in the middle of the night. Welcome back. May is National Foster Care Month, and the need is still there for families to open up their homes to kids in foster care. One local family is doing just. They have fostered and adopted 4 kids.
Erica Hernandez spent some time with them, and they want to show other families just how much of an impact you can have helping a child in need.
We have 6 children.
Angie and her husband are the true definition of a loving home. After having 2 boys, they decided they wanted a daughter, so they chose to foster to adopt. They would say yes to not only 1, but 2 girls, sisters. Several years later, another call came, this time for a little boy who suffered from the effects of shaken baby syndrome. And then not too long after, one more call, this time for another baby girl.
I called my husband and said, "Hey, can you believe the agency just called me again?" No, I'm not taking no more babies. So my husband said, "Say yeah, go pick her up."
Through their guidance and love, the children, despite their setbacks, have thrived. The family is now hoping to encourage others to take the leap and foster.
We just prayed and we just rolled with it. These kids are not guaranteed tomorrow. Everything that we've been blessed with in our world, these kids, they just need a second chance.
No longer taking in more kiddos, Angie and her husband now homeschool and enjoy showing others that the impossible really is possible.
I feel better every day.
Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
All right, what a bunch of cuties right there. Seem to be a great family environment. If you're interested in fostering to adopt or just want to ask questions about how this all works, on May 14th, we'll be holding a phone bank with SJRC Texas and Belong. That phone bank will be from noon to 7 o'clock.
And once a month, a local coffee shop creates a safe place for people who are troubled and need someone to talk with. But that wasn't the initial goal. Brenda Zarita and her team had a vision in mind to create a space where local pastors and leaders could find common ground. Now the team opened the Tectonic Center, a co-working space for businesses, local pastors, and other community members who want to make a positive impact. The co-working location offers shared office space, a stage, meeting rooms, and a coffee bar called Ambassador's Coffee. In the fall, the team began a 24/7 cafe. Once a month, they open the space for an entire week. Paul Stewart says he heard about it from a friend and has become a regular.
There's definitely a lot going on here, a lot of resources in the way that you can really seek out the answers, the healing that you're after.
The 24/7 cafe is happening this week and wraps up Saturday. To check out their next 24/7 cafe, you can visit their social media pages. We have the links on KSAT.com.
All right, taking a look at live cam, and you know what, we've made it to Friday, so that's good news, but will the weather cooperate if you have some weekend plans? How are things looking, Mia?
Yeah, well, the mornings really could be a little damp, especially like what we've seen today, but the afternoons looking a bit drier, just an isolated chance both tomorrow and into Sunday afternoons. We also will need to monitor for maybe a few storms out in West Texas to see if parts of that activity can move into South Central Texas in the mornings, really. But really into the afternoons, again, that drying trend is going to be taking over for the weekend. Here's some good news. Visibility is improving even further right now here in San Antonio. At the top of the newscast, visibility over at SA International was 1 mile. Now we're up to 5 miles, so that is good. Those ceilings starting to lift as that fog really starts to let up a little bit more. New Braunfels now at 2.5 miles there. But again, we've got plenty of moisture to work with. Dew points in the 70s. It is very, very oppressive when you step outside. And with that kind of moisture and humidity in place, yes, it's possible that we find a few isolated showers to maybe a stray storm into the afternoon. Slightly better chances later on tonight, all depending on how those storms fire up in far west Texas. So that's what we're going to be monitoring for your Friday and into Saturday. Really another damp morning expected tomorrow with some more fog, drizzle, a little bit of mist. 86 degrees, the forecast high into the first half of the weekend. Same into Sunday, but that slightly better chance to find a few storms in the morning specifically. So once again, we'll detail that. Plus, if you missed it, the latest drought monitor update was released yesterday. Did we see any changes? We will tell y'all coming up in a few.
All right, Mia, we will be looking out for that. Thank you very much. The White House now extending coverage for the Affordable Care Act to include Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA recipients. In a new federal regulation, the administration is modifying the detention of lawfully present. This means that thousands of dreamers can get access to certain health care coverage. Now, DACA allows undocumented immigrants brought into the U.S. as children to live and work legally in the country. Health and Human Services estimates that 100,000 uninsured DACA recipients will likely take advantage of the new rule, and this all takes effect on November 1st.
The second week of testimony in Donald Trump's hush money case wrapping up. This comes after jurors heard a recording of the Republican ex-president that's important to the case. Prosecutors have used detailed testimony about meetings, email exchanges, business transactions, and bank accounts to build on the foundation of their case. Jurors heard a recording of Trump and Cohen, then his attorney, discussing a plan to pay off an ex-Playboy model who claimed to have an affair with Trump. The former president denies the affair. Trump's defense has worked to poke holes in the credibility of prosecutors' witnesses and show Trump was trying to protect his reputation and family, not his 2016 campaign, by paying women who had damaging claims about him.
Police are now clearing an encampment at New York University at the request of school officials. It's the latest development in 2 weeks of pro-Palestinian protests at college campuses nationwide. Police have arrested nearly 2,200 people so far. At times, the officers there have used riot gear, tactical vehicles, and flashbang devices to clear protest sites. At Columbia University, one officer accidentally discharged his gun inside an administration building while clearing out protesters camped inside. That's according to the New York Police Department. No one was hurt in that incident. All right, and if you overslept because you didn't hear your alarm, it may not be your fault, just this one time. Some iPhone users have been complaining about issues with the alarm feature on their phones. Apple told NBC News the company is working to fix this issue. However, it is unknown how many iPhone users have been affected. In the meantime, some users say that turning off the Attention Aware feature has helped solve the problem. The feature allows an iPhone to check whether someone is looking at their device, and if they are, the phone will lower the sounds of alerts. Apple says on its website that the Do Not Disturb setting and putting the phone on silent does not affect the alarm sounds. All right, we just gave our favorite Star Wars quote, and tomorrow, big day for sci-fi fans, Tiffany. It's Star Wars Day. We have a look at some of the ways you can celebrate May the 4th.
Yoda, tell us about the Force.
The Force.
Wow.
All right, artificial intelligence has a ways to go. Okay. Wow.
Watch out,
Watch out, RJ.
Watch out for your
Party, who is the biggest Star Wars fan.
Well,
that's a party right there.
Things got a little crazy in a GMSA show in a galaxy far, far away. A lot of fun this morning on Good Morning San Antonio ahead of May the 4th, also known as Star Wars Day. And as
I see you there with
Yeah, we had lightsabers. So basically, 5 a.m. producer Hardy Meredith, he's a huge Star Wars fan. Every year he brings in his lightsabers. I mean, these things are like movie set quality. You hear the like
Who won?
The little Yoda won, actually.
Okay.
He took over the show for sure, yeah. We also had some blue milk, which I think we're going to try in just a little bit. So saving that surprise for you there. But it was a lot of fun this morning.
Oh, it does look like a lot of fun. Now, if you're looking for some fun and some Star Wars themed fun this weekend, you have a few opportunities. Now, the San Antonio Gunslingers are hosting the Frisco Fighters on Star Wars Night. Be one of the first 1,500 fans to arrive tomorrow at the Freeman Coliseum and receive a complimentary lightsaber. Now, you can also participate in the Best Costume Contest for your chance at $1,000 in prizes. Doors open at 4:30. Pre-game starts at 5:30 and kickoff is at 6:05.
All right, maybe you want to check out SAFC. They are celebrating the galaxy far, far away with their own May the 4th Be With You Star Wars Night as they take on the Oakland Roots. The game starts at 7:30 p.m. and the team is auctioning off these pre-game tops. Check those out, featuring Grogu, or as many people know him, Baby Yoda, obviously a star there from the Mandalorian series. You see him munching on his favorite snack right there, which I think are like bugs. It's a snack. Fans can bid on the player-worn and autographed tops, with all those proceeds going to the Special Olympics.
That looks cool. Now, to mark the 25th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and to celebrate the unofficial May 4th celebration, all Santikos theaters will show The Phantom Menace starting today, May 3rd. Now, if you're really dedicated, Santikos Casablanca Movie Theater near Alamo Ranch will host a marathon all of the Star Wars films. Ticket sales for the marathon begin at 6 a.m. We have a link where you can purchase them right now on KSAT.com. The ticket price includes a large popcorn, a drink with unlimited refills, and a special limited edition poster.
Very cool stuff there. Take a look at live cam right now, and maybe the Force will be with us and help us out with some rain this weekend. Mia, how are things looking?
Yeah, especially in the mornings over the next couple of days. Again, it's not going to hurt to keep the umbrella nearby just in case you need to use it. But overall, tomorrow morning and even into Sunday morning, just expect it to be damp out there, even if we don't see a few of those storms from West Texas move in because of all of the humidity in place. And speaking of the humidity, our morning low this morning was 73. That's it. That is 10 degrees above the average for this time of year of 63. With all of that cloud cover and the fog, we haven't warmed too terribly much. Right now, 76 at the airport. The average high for this time of year, 83. Temperatures this afternoon going to be dependent on if we can see a few peaks in some of that cloud cover. So we'll have another check at the forecast coming up after the break.
Welcome back. As Mia had mentioned, we're waking up now to the 70s. Oh.
And you felt it this morning.
Yeah.
If you stepped outside, I mean, you could just feel that thickness of the air. I was just like, going back inside.
What are we calling it today? We're calling it icky. It's just very, very icky
that's
outside.
That's the official meteorological term, right?
That's what we're going to roll with. And it's going to stay icky into this weekend. The humidity, not much of a break, unfortunately. So yes, warmer than average temperatures, especially in the mornings. And of course, all of that moisture does make it feel a little bit warmer into the afternoons. And that's going to be something to think about next week with highs forecasted in the 90s. More on that in just a second. Here's a look at rainfall totals since Wednesday across parts of the area. You can see that the better totals really fell north of San Antonio. Near Blanco, there was over an inch. Junction, 1.5 inches of rain. Over that in Austin, up by 35. For us here in town, 0.14. That's what we've seen officially over at the airport since Wednesday. Slightly better, though, as you get up into parts of Kendall County, over 1/2 inch in Bernie. 0.18 in Seguin, over 1/2 inch in New Braunfels. Nice little healthier downpour moving through. A little bit earlier this week, about 1/4 inch recorded in Pipe Creek. So, of course, that begs the question, while this rain that we've seen is actually not included in the latest drought monitor update that was released yesterday. Remember, on Sunday, we had over an inch of rain that fell here in San Antonio, with even a few localized higher pockets. And the hill country did see some needed rain as well, but unfortunately that did not translate to any improvements with the latest update here. You can see we still do have extreme drought in place near Bernie, Sisterdale, Kerrville, Bandera, even into northern Medina County, and the farther west that you go, closer to the Rio Grande, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, we still do have severe drought in place. So we'll definitely take anything that we can get here. We need more rain to chip away at this prolonged drought that we've seen over the past several years. And in terms of notable rain, any showers out there, really that's off to our southeast near Goliad, Karnes County, southern Wilson County, seeing a few sprinkles here and there along the 181 corridor. A 20 to 30% potential at best is expected this afternoon for a few showers to maybe a stray rumble of thunder. High temperatures in San Antonio topping off in the low 80s. I think farther west that we go, though, where more peaks of sunshine will return earlier in the day, we're talking upper 80s, even pushing 90, especially closer to the Rio Grande. But the cloud cover is quickly going to fill back in, even if we do find a few breaks out there later on tonight with all of that humidity in place. You can see that's exactly what we're finding out there right now. Damp mornings and the humidity will continue into this weekend. We will be watching for a few storms out in West Texas tonight and then into Sunday morning to see if we can't find whatever's left of that activity drift into parts of our area. And then warming up next week, 90s in the forecast. Let's quickly talk about that setup. We have that high pressure system off to our south. It's just going to wobble over Mexico over the next several days. An area of low pressure is going to move across the central plains into the middle of next week, but that's going to stay pretty far up to the north by Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday. So our dominating feature here is going to be that high pressure system. You can see how those temperatures will respond. Nearing 90 on Monday, 92 currently the forecasted high on Tuesday, and then mid 90s possible by Wednesday into Thursday with those rain chances coming down. It also will be a bit humid, so we will need to monitor those heat indices with a little taste of summer just around the corner. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. So Jen and Fiona are all Star Wars today.
Getting ready for May the 4th. Be with you guys, and I know you got the Star Wars Society with y'all, R2-D2 as well.
That's right.
My favorite guest, right there.
There's right there. The Star Wars Society of San Antonio is here. Peter Gonzalez.
And we've got games too, as you can hear.
Yes. Tell us how you guys give back to the community.
A lot of things we do is we help out with a lot of local charities. One of our biggest ones is the San Antonio Food Bank.
All right, so giving back in a fun way, and we are going to be playing some trivia and doing some challenges with them, so stick around for that.
Yes, lots of fun. Plus, we want to know our question of the day. Do you have your Star Wars swag, pictures maybe, a favorite quote? Share that with us, and we may share that on the show. I know you have one, Fiona.
Oh, yes. All right. And Assembled Cocktails is here with some Star Wars themed drinks for any celebrations you have this weekend.
Can you guess what this one is? Oh, so cute. I love it. And plus, there's a free Star Wars event happening, so much happening this weekend. And we're getting a preview with some goodies, some treats. I hope we're hungry, Fiona.
Yes. And of course, Disney on Ice. Magic in the Stars is at the Alamo Dome this weekend. We take you there and give you a peek at a performance. All that and more when SA Live continues live here from historic Market Square.